After a lot of don't press left challenges, this challenge is about don't shot left. The rules: I can look left and shot. I can shoot left with weapons that can attack your back vial. I can use danger rope to trap and move enemies left to attack. I can use the jump shield to hit enemies on my left. I can use the noise crush reflected to left on walls. And I can shot left with wild coil without looks left. I will use passwords to complete this challenge. And look left while I use an item. The first level don't have any enemy on your left side. The mini-boss was very easy, since he don't jump over you at any moment. The same with base. I will start with Burstman stage and get the danger rope. It's not possible for me catch that life up on this challenge. This is the first mini boss that can go to the left side of screen, but I spammed the buster shots and defeated him quickly. I don't need to destroy these enemies to avoid get hit. The Yoko blocks section don't require you shot left. This is the first section that I got trouble and couldn't pass without damage. I will try also do a 100% complete run as I can. Burstman Battle has Burstman on the right side of the screen, but he can get to the left side if you don't hit him with a charged buster. The main problem with this battle is get trapped inside the bubbles and shot left while you struggle for be released. But Burstman was easy to beat without shot left. Cloudman stage next. I can use Rush without look left on activation and reach that life up. These birds, once they pass to the left side of the screen, they don't return to attack you. This section don't have any mandatory enemy on the left. I can use the rush coil and get another rush ladder without making snowfalls, using just the visible part of the platforms. This is the second section which I need to take damage. I can use rush coil to meet Protoman on this section. This section requires only enemies on the right side of the screen to be defeated. Cloudman can go get to the left and right sides of the screen, but you can just attack him with the Danger Rock at the right time, and he will never go to the left side. Junkman stage next. These cockroaches, unlike the birds, can return to hit you when they got to the left, so you need to destroy their place of origin. On this section, I could use the Danger Rock to trap metals and just stay on the left side of the screen most of the time. I could just hit this source of electricity just going to its left side and be able to get the rush jet. This section required me to be careful with the worms. But here, the worms can hit me while I am waiting for the platforms. I just ignored a bunch of enemies I couldn't shoot at and was able to reach Junkman. I can use his weakness to avoid using his abilities. But I can avoid him to go to the left side of the screen, and when he get there, I can't use the Thunderbolt to hit him then. So I had to wait he perform all of his abilities before I was able to hit him again. At least I still could neutralize part of his abilities half of the battle. The Freezeman stage starts with an enemy on the right, but still annoying. I could use the junk shield to destroy his shield attack when he is going to the left. The jump shield will help you to pass through this section. I can use rush to get the third rush letter. I can use jump shield to hit these enemies, like those enemies from Burstman stage. With the rush jet, I can get to the rush charge and use the jump shield attack to hit the enemies below. The enemy is still annoying. I needed to slide under these enemies which come from the left. On the Freezeman battle, you can use the jump shield, which is also his weakness, to hit him when he's in your left. The Robot Monsters Museum don't have any enemies neither on left nor on right. The Clown Robot goes to your left, but you can attract him to the right again. But the place where the head falls can prevent you to hit it to deal extra hits. Once you hit the robot on this place, the head will bounce back to the right and stop on the same spot of the robot, so I can hit him right after again to repeat the same pattern until I kill him. I can catch the other items. I can use the freeze cracker to break these lava falls, and also I can hit the wall with the freeze cracker so its parts will hit the fall on the left, allow me to get the last rush ladder. I will do Shademan to get another right to the left weapon. I just ignored this enemy. I also used the Danger Rock to kill these helmets before they go to my left. The Junk Shield again destroys enemies on the left sections. I can destroy these bubble bats before they go to my left. This mini boss has an half of the battle with me couldn't hit him, but I still can hit him with the mouth closed. The Junk Shield can easily defeat these knights. I can use it Rush to get the Energy Balancer. Mega Man meets base and recommend Dr. Wright to treat his damage. Shademan is another boss that stays half of the battle on the left side of the screen, but I can use Freeze Cracker parts now to hit him easily while he is on the left. The next stage is Turbo Man. And here is the first enemy that only attacks you from the left. And this enemy is mandatory to go through the level. There are no walls to use the Freeze Breaker or the Noise Crush. It won't be the end of this run if this enemy insta-killed you. The Junk Shield doesn't work on this enemy, so you need to get damage and hit him from the left of the screen. Since this enemy is on the beginning of the stage, you still have energy to face it. I can use the Rush adapter to get here and have enough space to make Rush Jig and find the adapter power up. The Proto Man meat room is on the right side of the screen, so I can easily access there. I can use Freeze Cracker to freeze these flames easily, but not this one. This mini boss is on the right side all the time, so I can defeat it easily. Turbo Man is another boss that switches left and right. But I can bounce his weakness on the wall and hit him to prevent him to use all of his attacks. The next stage is Slash Man stage. I can jump here and jump into the ladder before this enemy hit me. This section also has enemies just coming from the right. I also can avoid get hit by the Sniper Jolt. This is the second mini boss that just stays on the left, but I can go to the left side of the screen this time. But the Junk Shield works on me this time. I will use fire like Burner Man and jump over those frogs easily. Otherwise, I'm not a Brazilian. By burning this tree, I can access Beat Room. Slashman moves from the right to the left with more frequency, but I can hit the wall with the Freeze Quaker and its parts will hit him if you know where shot. Once Slashman is hit by the Freeze Quaker, he also wants to use all of his attacks. The Springman stage requires the Rush adapter with the power-up to let the run easier. The fist can reach enemies on your left by targeting them. I also got the Super Bolt, which, spoiler, will be useful on the future. I can use the Junk Shield to hit this Joe below his shield. Springman also is a boss that moves with frequency from the right to the left. But the Slash Claw can prevent him to go to the left and still prevent him to release that springs that would annoy this room. Mega Man discovered that Bass was a villain and Wile was his master. Before I go to the castle, I will catch the last items. This mini boss again needs to be defeated, but with his mouth open. This boss go to the far left side of the screen so you can hit it from the left. You can face Proto Man, but if you die, you need to defeat this mini boss again. And needed to defeat it with an open mouth again, otherwise another path is open. Proto Man is another boss that sweeps the side of the screen. Mega Man 7 has this model for various bosses, like Mega Man in Best has dash to its side bosses, which also will difficult a possible no-shoot left challenge on that game. You again need to shoot him only when he goes to the right, making the battle double its size, and don't prevent him to use all of his attacks for a half of the battle. I will stay on this stage to farm some bolts and buy all the weapons that I can, cause I will need those. I also will buy a super tank. The Wily Castle stage don't allow any password to continue from where you stopped, but you still can access the store, which will allow me to make mistakes. You can just wait this enemy get tired of trying hit you and go away. Rush Jet and Beat will help you pass this part. This part has an enemy that came from the left once and from the right once, but it wasn't unavoidable. Base is like Proto Man, but more active. You can use the adapter to hit him and avoid his shots by flying. Gutsmen stay on the right side of the screen most of the time, but you need the rocks falling on your right side to take them back to him. I will use energy tanks on the battle, and I will again go to the store. The first Sniper Joe is easy to hit, but the second is harder, and a wrong jump can make you go to the spikes. There is no space to reflect the Noise Crush, but you can hit the Joe while attract junk with your junk shield when he's shot. But you can also defeat him easier by going to the other ladder and use the wild coil that will reach the Joe. Base this time will go to the left and try to attack you by contact, but he won't shot from there, so it will be more easier than other bosses that can go to the left. This part will require the junk shield, but these frogs don't die by one hit by it, so you need hit them from below. The adapter can hit these frogs too. On this section, you don't need actually freeze the fire to pass through it. You can just use the adapter. The junk shield and the adapter are crucial for this stage. The turtle boss also only will go left to hit you by contact, but his turtles are more dangerous, so you can hit them before they go to the left side of the screen. But some turtles just dig before you can kill them and appears on the left side of the screen, but you have weapons to hit them. The third stage is the stage that almost turned this challenge impossible. The wild coil can hit this enemy with the right position. You won't get hit by these enemies while you are in the ladders, so you don't need to kill them. The wild coil also hit this joke. This boss will be the most pixel perfect boss on this challenge. It's not an enemy or a mini boss, but an actual boss that only stays on your left. It has no walls to reflect the Noise Crush or the Freeze Cracker. The Wild Coil don't reach this boss. The Danger Rod don't trap the missiles to be thrown into the boss. The only way to hit this boss is with the Junk Shield, both by contact when the boss comes to your direction and by shot the junk. But this weapon only removes 2 life bars from this boss, and the Junk Shield, which has the same quantity of bars, consumes 3 bars. It's impossible to beat this boss without a weapon tank. You also still can miss hit the boss, since if the Junk Shield hits any of the points that don't are his weak points, it's got immunified and you need to cast another 3 bars to use it again. If you get too much mistakes, you will run out of weapon energy and you need to restart the level. Once I pass to the final level with all collectibles, I can get there with the super password, so I don't need to defeat that boss again. The bosses have the same techniques to get defeat on the boss rush, but as some of them can't get all the time their attacks nullified, you still can get hits from them easily. You can use now Turbo Man weapon to beat Burstman easier. The Wire Machine starts the battle at the right side of the screen, but it cannot only go to the left side of the screen, but also can randomly choose the side of the screen. And once he appears on the left, you can shot him until he switches randomly the side of the screen. So I cannot only stay just the half of the battle without shot it, but more than the half. The miniatures are defeatable, but you can avoid them and they will get destroyed when Wire Machine. The Wire Machine will be the most annoying battle, but not the worst. The oil capsule is the next boss, and you normally can use the Thunderbolt to neutralize the 4 spheres attack. But you can do this when the capsule appears on the very left side. So you need to know how to avoid the attacks. When the capsule appears on the upper left, go to the very right side, jump and then avoid the spheres by sliding. When the capsule appears on the lower left, go to the center right side and avoid the spheres by jumping. When the capsule appears on the middle center side, stay below it and slide to the opposite direction and avoid the spheres by jumping. This also works when it appears on the upper center side. You better charge Wild Coil and hit the capsule before hitting it with the Thunderbolt. Don't avoid hitting it with the Thunderbolt when you can. While the third castle boss required W tanks, this boss will require E tanks.